Great. I say I'm not a completionist, but here I am, going through a third castle mission in a row, simply because I'm bloody curious what the game considers Kunoichi's bad path. Wait, losing half of his health bar in that one fight somehow crippled him for life? I know the game doesn't show any difference between fights that force a man to retreat and kill him, but that still seems like something that shouldn't just sneak up on us like this. Not really sure why you feel that way, considering how surprisingly minimal Yukimura's role has been in your campaign. Dear God, this game just cannot pull off character interactions at all. So we're randomly fighting against Goemon yet again. This is certainly not making me feel all that confident in what we're gonna deal with once we actually reach his campaign. Though I severely doubt it'll be as bad as Masamune's campaign in this game. Oh, what a shame. The army of one is gone again. Well, I severely doubt there's gonna be a next time between you two in this campaign. I'd ask why the castle seems so empty, but then I want to get this mission over with as fast as possible. Granted, I could have just done the actual final mission instead of veering off to this one for a bit. It's my own fault I'm doing 3 castle missions back to back after all. Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. We have to fight this guy, who is completely unconnected to the Tokugawa clan, twice in a row? Seriously, the guy died because of Hideyoshi in history. Hideyoshi is dead at this point in the timeline. I know this series takes liberties with historical characters, but it doesn't really feel like they're doing all that much with the characters in this game. Just throwing them into places for the sake of having them in the game at all. Kunoichi, I wanted to stop as well, but we've got this mission and one other before we're done with your campaign. I distinctly remember the second game improves a lot of the things I have complaints about in this game, but it'll have more of an impact seeing those differences once we get through this first installment. And dear God, they put so little thought into this mission, they just threw Goemon onto 3 floors in a row. This is not a good way to change things up compared to the usual castle missions we rip through. I somehow doubt it will teach him. And finally, he does a cutscene to show he's done in this mission. I don't see why we didn't kill you, considering how completely unimportant you are in what's going on. Just because Kunoichi is as exasperated with the guy as I am doesn't make his use in this mission clever. Anyway, looks like we finally started running into Tokugawa troops in this Tokugawa castle. It certainly took long enough. I was starting to think the reason this mission was going to have a bad ending for Kunoichi would be because the army already marched out from here by the time she arrived. That would certainly be embarrassing, wouldn't it? And almost as embarrassing as a bunch of nameless gatekeepers in a castle being better warriors than the far more famous people we've smashed through over the course of this campaign alone, much less the rest of the game as a whole. Sure, durability isn't the only thing that makes a warrior capable, but it certainly makes them more capable of landing hits and wearing us down in the long run around here. Right. Of course it wasn't one of the first two staircases. Right, that's another floor done. Anyone else kinda tempted to yawn? Oh, bloody hell. Here I was hoping we'd be fighting Tokugawa troops this high up in the castle. Nope. Masamune decided to join in on the fun. At least that makes more sense than Goemon. Masamune was allied with Ieyasu in the conflict after Hideyoshi died. Goemon just came out of nowhere and stuck around in this mission for far too long. Of course, considering we have only a few missions in this entire game that go far enough in the timeline for Hideyoshi to have died, I can't help thinking it's odd that we... Yeah. I mean, really, why in the hell do we have to deal with Tokugawa about to unite the country if there isn't even a name drop for Mitsunari Ishida? Sure, he's going to become a major character in Samurai Warriors 2, and we'll become very familiar with him and his story in that game in the third installment when we get there. But I just can't help finding it odd. Yeah, just the casting decision when they picked the characters for this game had a major plot part of Yukimura. His epic final charge is also far past all the other major events in the game, with nothing really in between. So any campaign that considers him a major character is doomed to have a major time skip that nobody really comments on, and that the pre-mission text doesn't touch on much, if at all. Hell, it's actually quite amazing how useless the pre-mission text scrolls are. Just another baffling design decision. Am I going to be lucky enough to get some health before we run into the next enemy officer? Right, apparently that was too much to ask for with my luck. I don't need Musou. I need food. God damn it. Why are we getting nothing but Musou replenishments? Okay, managed to take that guy down. But I just don't like the idea of taking on whoever's left when we're this badly hurt. As much as I enjoy the tension when we're close to death, it's a nice change of pace from thinking we're essentially unstoppable after all. I wish it was more due to the enemy's skills than the random chance of when healing items drop in a given mission. Really? Bullets do this little damage to one of the least durable characters we've seen in the game? Yet I'm somehow supposed to believe that rifles are the main reason why the Takeda clan lost the bulk of their forces. I know, gameplay and story segregation and all that. Still, I can't be the only one who feels that sort of thing undermines part of the storytelling around here. Storytelling that wasn't really all that much of a focus to the game designers, but still. And finally, someone drops a healing item. I swear, I shouldn't have to look at enemy soldiers as sources of health unless I'm playing as a vampire or something to that effect. It probably says something that I can take Kunoichi's look far more seriously than Masamune's. Of course, I'm hard-pressed to think of anything good to say about this game's version of him in both appearance and fighting style, much less how questionably used he's been in the story. Huh. A little surprised we didn't run into Hanzo at any point in this castle. Wait, Ieyasu had nothing to say when we said we wanted his head? As if there wasn't already more than enough to make this mission feel off. Let's try to avoid the embarrassment of dying to the absolute last officer in the mission. Wait, he's not the last? Shit, whoever's after him had better be a pushover. Definitely not buying the idea that we actually killed Ieyasu if he went down like that. An impressive henge there, Hanzo. You had the same voice and fighting style of your lord. Though, even when you take ninja magic into account, I still find it bullshit that he starts his fight off with full health when we just beat him down as Ieyasu. If anything, the numerous grunts that appeared to support him probably made his chances worse, since one of them might drop another healing item for us. Oh, come on, Hanzo. At least try to put some pressure on Kunoichi here. This is starting to feel downright disgraceful for you. And there we go. You are completely screwed now. You had every advantage. Even bullshit ones thrown your way and you couldn't get the job done to stop us. definitely not giving me the sense that we should be worried when we get to the actual final mission of the campaign, or that this is in any way a decent rivalry between two ninjas. Am I just spoiled by other media? And great. Now I'm in the mood to LP a Naruto game or two once we're done with this campaign. Am I ever going to actually finish the first Samurai Warriors game? Right, see you in the next mission then, Hanzo.
影不滅
Yeah, I already know we aren't done with you. I just said we'll see you in the next mission.
雪村様、無茶してそうだな。急がないと。雪村様、死んだらダメだよ。
He historically did die fighting the Tokugawa, and when we got that ending in his campaign, it was the best campaign ending in the entire game! Seriously, can someone tell me why it is that him dying in this campaign, when he's shown up for maybe 2 missions and barely contributed much of anything, is a bad ending, but when we were playing as him, as a central character, dying was the good ending? So, because these cutscenes can't show too many sprites at once, we're just gonna show some ruined flags to show our side lost the battle instead of a bunch of corpses.
もういいよ。じゃあね。
She doesn't even seem all that sad at him being dead.
バカみたい。
Are you insulting the player or the guy who thought of this cutscene in the first place? Either one could be considered an idiot.